Hey guys, welcome to my real estate photography beginner's guide. So let's get right into what you're going to need to shoot real estate photography. I'll be using my Sony a7 III and my tripod. All you will need to shoot real estate photography is a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, a wide enough angle lens, preferably not narrower than a 28mm, a tripod, and a drone if you have one. Tip number 1, shoot it in RAW because you'll be able to get the most out of your picture and you'll be able to edit it in post-production a lot easier. Tip number 2, shoot in 3:2 aspect ratio. That way you will be using your entire sensor and your sensor will not be cropped in, therefore reducing quality of your image. I only shoot in 16:9 aspect ratio when I'm shooting movies or video. Tip number 3, HDR photography. This is a setting in your Sony that will allow you to take 3 or 5 pictures, all exposed differently. The benefit of this feature is that the underexposed photo will be able to expose what's outside of the windows, and the overexposed photo will perfectly expose what's inside the room, but blowing out the outside. This means that when you go and edit the photos together, you will stitch them together and it will create a perfectly exposed photograph. Tip number 5, open as many curtains and windows as you can. Let as much light in as you can. Tip number 6, remove any small details that don't fit into the room. For example, wires, cords, dog bowls, they just don't really fit that well. You can always remove them in Photoshop afterward, but I recommend you just take 2 seconds and remove them immediately. Tip number 7, switch on all the lights in the room. There's no such thing as too much light in real estate photography. Tip number 8, symmetry. Don't shoot too much of the roof. Don't shoot too much of the floor. Don't shoot too much of the table or chairs. It's pretty common sense, but it's not that easy. Oh, and definitely don't shoot too much of the toilet. And if you are going to shoot the toilet, close the seat. Come on. Oh, also, please don't shoot the laundry room unless you're asked for it. The laundry room does not look that great. Tip number 9, get as many angles as possible. Overshoot, because you can never have too much, but you can always have too little. Tip number 10, last but not least, take your shoes off. This sounds like common sense, but being extra respectful when entering someone else's home means more word of mouth, therefore more money!
Take off.
Alright guys, so let's go in our menu. Let's immediately format the SD card. And then let's make sure we're shooting in RAW, as we said before. Going camera, 3:2 aspect ratio. And then I will shoot in auto balance today because it's very windy and the clouds are moving a lot. So we're still overexposed even though we're at f11. However, we change our shutter speed here to around 1/100 and our exposure looks pretty good now. Okay, so first of all, let's focus and then go in our settings and let's select HDR. However, the Mavic will stitch the 3 images together automatically. Unlike the Sony, you don't have to go in post-production and stitch the images together. The Mavic will stitch them together as a JPEG file. If that was helpful at all, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I'll be coming out with content like these every week. Cheers, guys.